What's up, guys? My name is Precious Palmer Simi. I hope you guys are having a good day. If you're not, just know that it doesn't get worse. God has you, and just stay positive. So a few minutes ago, wait, it's an hour ago, I was just going through Facebook and I just saw one of like bad baby's videos. She was talking about her net worth and stuff like that. And I really like the fact that she had like a signature ponytail kind of hairstyle. And I was like, can my hair do that? Can my hair do that? And I was just like, it's just so small, but I'm gonna try it out. And in case it didn't work out, I actually have a story time for you guys. I was gonna talk about the time that I was accused of stealing a phone back in school, and you know, the whole vibe and everything that happened, just in case the hair thing didn't work out. But it did work out, so I guess it's 2 videos for you guys, which is just like still okay, still fine. Okay, I'm so excited, like well, guys, I never expected my hair to do this at all, like at all. So to start with the story, I want to make sure, like, if this girl comes across this story, like the owner of the phone, I need her to know that I'm not mad at her or anything like that. Because, you know, you can imagine years later somebody comes up and still tells the story of the time you accuse her of stealing. Not literally her, but yeah, she got accused of stealing your phone. It was just, yeah, it was a vibe. Anyway, I just need her to know that because she's a very sweet girl. I went with her to Matters Bay, my senior school. So she was a very sweet girl. I don't want her thinking, Bella, this girl still hates me because I accused her of stealing my phone. Or she was once accused of stealing my phone, because you'll hear the whole story. She wasn't the person accusing, but yeah. So this happened on my third year university, right? My third year university. And the story started in the showers. So here's the thing, at school, back at school, when you are like a boarding student on campus, boarding is for student kids, like what the hell. Anyway, so if you are an on-cam student, you know, like when it's time to shower, there's like sort of a routine. You go in there, you ask, is the water hot? Is there anyone after you? Because you know how the showers can be limited and you want to bath in the evening. So you need to book to make sure that nobody comes in there before you get in there. So you have to book it. So yeah, the same thing happened that evening. I just come in, I find some girls bathing. And I'm just like, hey guys, is there anyone coming after you guys? And they're like, no. The water is hot. Yeah, it's hot. So yeah, I'll wait for you guys to come out and then I shower. Which is what happened. I went in there, I showered, and that was it. So here's the thing. After some time, I'm done with showering, right? There's also obviously somebody who comes after me. So after some time, I'm getting prepared. It was the time to write test 2. Hey, was it exams or test 2s? I just know what I had, either an exam. Oh, well, it was actually a test. I had a test the following day, physics test. So this is later in the evening, and my plan is to, like, after taking a shower, I'm going to eat by the cafeteria, and then I go to study, you know, because I'm that student.
Bitch, where?
So as I was preparing to go out to eat and then go study, I get a knock at my room, and it's the security, and she's like, I'm gonna need you to accompany me downstairs. And it's like, okay, cool. I go downstairs, I find a group of girls, around 6, I think it was like 6 or 7 of us, 6 or 7, somewhere there. And then plus the owner of the phone. And you're told your address that this lady just lost her phone, the girl. She just lost her phone in the showers. And after tracing you guys, and it was easy to trace us, because I told you always ask for is the water hot, is there anyone after you? So it's easy to trace who was after who. So they're like, we're able to trace you guys. You're the girls after this girl after she bathed. So she lost her phone in the showers, and we are trying to figure out who took it. So you guys are the main suspects, because the last time she had it, it was in a shower while she was showering with her friends, and she never saw it afterwards. So yeah, that's the whole thing. And obviously the first thing they do is search us to make sure we don't have it right there and then, which is just dumb. If I'm going to steal a phone, I'm not gonna have it with me. Like, I'm gonna steal it, I'm gonna hide it somewhere before. But yeah, it was just the procedure, part of the procedure. And mind you, I have a test the following day, and I'm a queen of procrastination. At this time and point, I don't know nothing about the physics I'm writing tomorrow. Literally nothing. I just know what it's just physics 2 something. I don't know what, like, child. Like, here's the procedure. We're gonna take you guys to the security department right now to make sure that none of you guys communicate with anyone. So we are not allowed to use our phones to call anyone. So none of you guys communicate with anyone to make sure to, like, maybe further hide the phone or take it somewhere. Because apparently the girl was saying that she was trying to call it and it wasn't being answered. Hey, which is like a clear sign that obviously somebody stole the phone and took out the SIM card, and yeah, now they're using it, something like that. So they're taking us to the security offices, right? And they get there, they tell us, hey, here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna have to search your rooms, guys, each and every one of you, both sides, your roommate side, your side. You're gonna have to, like, literally somersault everything and check if the phone is there. And you know, at that time, my roommate, it was Faith. She is an international student. She's still schooling in UB. You know, I'm just like, okay, fine, I don't have airtime. Can somebody borrow me that phone so I can call my roommate to make sure that she's okay with y'all touching her things? Because she was my roommate for some time. At that point, I knew her. I knew that she wasn't comfortable with people touching her things, like random people touching her stuff. And even though it was like a procedure that was needed, I needed to have her permission first to do that, because I didn't want, you know, I love that girl. I didn't want any beef between us, like any kind of things between us. So I tried calling her. She was studying as well at that time, so she wasn't able to pick up her phone. And so that means I didn't get the permission to, like, flip her side. Okay, so now I'm done with, like, detangling my hair, right? I don't know if this is gonna come out the way I want it to, but Jesus, take the wheel. So at this point, right, at this point, the lady is going to our rooms to go search, and we go, like, according to, because our room was like the first floor, so we start at the bottom, like the girls who were staying at the bottom, because some of the girls were staying at the bottom, and we actually use our bathrooms at the top flat, whatever you call it, top floor. So they start with the girls at the bottom, and at this time, I haven't gotten permission from my roommate to search her room, and I'm trying to. It's hard because she's studying and she doesn't have time for the phone. So as this is happening, I'm trying so hard to call her, and the more we started searching, the more I realized how much I needed her permission, because these guys were literally few. Like, it was this lady who had so much energy. She was a security, yeah, she worked for the security system. She had so much energy, and she would literally flip the whole house. Like, she would take out everything. Like, do you know how hard it is to pack your clothes? And somebody just literally just takes out everything as it is. But yeah, she was literally just doing that. And that's when I needed, like, that's when I saw that Vela, I need a lot of permission. Like, I need the permission to search my side. Yeah, roommate that, because she was one of those people who had a lot of clothes. And imagine if you have a lot of clothes and somebody just literally flipped your stuff like that. That would be like, you get upset, right? So yeah, it went on like that. She would go, and it took hours. Remember, I told you guys how I had a test. I had a physics test that I didn't prepare for. Around the second search, like the second house they were doing, I just realized, for Vera, I'm not going to be able to make it to the study. Because to study, I'm not going to make it to the study room, whatever you call it. Because I'm just like, it took at least an hour to search one house. Because she would literally take out every small piece, like every bit. By the time you leave the house, it will be like a mess. Mattresses, like everywhere, everything on the floor, everywhere. So that's when I realized that then I'm not gonna make it. Like, I'm not gonna make it to the study to study that night, because it took a long time. And that was when she was like, okay, let's go upstairs. We are done with the girls downstairs. We went on to the other rooms and everything like that. By the time they got into my room, now this is where the real juice is at, because this whole time everybody was a suspect and everything was cool. At this point, they get around my room and I'm like, wait, before that, I actually told that lady about my situation and she just brushed it off. She's like, okay, cool. And she just left me. So at that time, I'm just like, oh, remember I told you I have to get permission from my roommate? I haven't gotten it yet. I haven't gotten the permission to search her side yet. So if you're going to search, please search my side and then leave hers for now. And when I get her permission, you'll search for her side after I get the permission so that we go on with the process. She's like, no, if I'm going to search, I'm going to have to search the whole room. So what you're saying to me right now is I shouldn't search your house. And I'm like, no, I'm in your room. I'm like, no, lady, I didn't say that. I'm saying search my side. Do not touch my roommate's side for now. And then if she can, when I can reach her, that's when we can be sure that we can actually search her side with her permission, right? Okay, I don't know if this is working out. What the hell? With her permission, right? And then she's like, so let me get this straight. You're saying I shouldn't search your house. That's what she said. She's like, she looked at the other girl. She's like, she's like, guys, as you can see, this girl doesn't want me to search her room. Like, have you ever been in a moment that you know that, Vela, this is me being accused? This lady is saying you are the one who stole the phone. Like, at this point, she's sure that she has her person. And she has this thing when she feels like she knows people's character. Like, when you did steal, like, she can see you, she can smell it. Or this girl is actually the one who did it. And I'm just there like, honestly, this is not as bad as I thought it could be. Like, it's not that bad, like, really. So let me just tie it up. Okay.
Hi.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, you guys, I literally went off cam to see if I can just like finish up the whole thing. I wasn't like concentrating on getting it, but y'all, do you see this hair drip? Honestly, I just feel like at this point I should just trust my hair to do a ponytail. Because anyway, just to continue the story, so at this point this lady has just 100% convinced herself that I'm guilty of stealing the phone, and she called the guy who was like the commander or something like that. She's like, I've been able to search all the rooms, but this one other girl refused, so I'm waiting for your permission to come over and search with your permission because she doesn't want us to search her room. And I was pissed because I told this lady that I cannot search without my roommate being there and stuff like that. She didn't care for that. She just felt like I'm the one who know where the phone is. I'm the one who stole the phone. That's why I just don't want my room to be searched and stuff like that. At that point, I was pissed. But yeah, so as we were waiting for the commander to come so that my room can be searched with like his permission, one of the girls was like, let's just go and search the owner of the phone's room, because you never know, we never searched her room. Let's go ahead and search her room. We went in there and it was searched everywhere. By the time she got, like, the other girl was asking her, she was like, what were you wearing when you were showering? She was like, I was wearing a gown. They went into the gown, they found it in her pocket. And honestly, it wasn't her mistake. Like, it was just a simple mistake. It was like a mere mistake. It wasn't her fault. The phone was on airplane mode and she wasn't aware of that. So when she tried to call it, it was on airplane mode. That's why it couldn't ring and stuff like that. And we understood why she couldn't find it. Like, why she would think somebody stole it. Because honestly, when you try to call your phone after you just lost it and it's off, or you think obviously somebody took it. So we understood her side of the story. The problem was with the security. That lady gave us so much hell at this point. We didn't want to associate her with her in any way possible. So the moment we found the phone, everybody started scurrying, going back to where they were coming from, because most of us were having a test at that time. And like I told you, I had my physics test that I didn't study for. And literally at that point, my mood to study was off. Like, already I'm one of those people who don't want to study. Now you can imagine after this whole thing, like, I was off. I didn't want to do it anymore. So this lady tried to apologize. So you didn't even care for her. I mean, the security lady, not there, like the owner of the phone. Because the security lady, honestly, she was doing her job, but she was just being too harsh. And at this point, she tried to apologize to me, because obviously she did notice how harsh she was towards me when she suspected that I'm the one who stole the phone. And I was just cool with it. I was just like, okay, cool, let's just continue with life. But I was really pissed at that point. The girl did apologize and we were cool with her and everything went on with our lives. I did fail that physics test because I was not in the mood to study. I did not study it. I got a 20%, and yeah, that was the end of my life and school life, and yeah, that was for me.
Walk out the door, you see someone that you know and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Even though other people had to go back to clean their rooms and stuff like that, which was just like horrible because those rooms were a mess. Luckily mine was not a mess. Thank you, Faith, for just like really being how do I put it, really being not okay with people touching your stuff. That really saved me that day. I was not ready to just like pick up stuff. I'm one of those lazy people who don't want to do nothing. So you can imagine after somebody just flips up the whole house and I have to work. Those girls had to go back to that. And I went back to sleep and I didn't study. And yep, I just it happened. Anyway, so thank you guys for watching this whole video of me trying to like get myself into a ponytail. I'm so glad that I was able to do it. I don't know if you guys can see it, like look at the y'all, I didn't do the baby hairs yet, but wait till I do the baby hairs. Like, I'm just so happy that I'm able to do it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and like, subscribe, comment, anything. Like, if you want me to have like videos you want me guys to do, what am I saying? If you have videos that you want me to do, go ahead and suggest them. I'm so happy you guys just tune in to watch this. Like, oh, even if it's like 10 people or 20 people, I'm just so happy that you guys get to tune in and watch, which is just like so good of you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you guys on the next video.